Lamborn joint statement calling on Biden administration to reverse plan to create a unofficial U.S. consulate to the Palestinians in Jerusalem for sending and consent $250,000 of taxpayer money to them. Do you think this is, what do you think about this?
I think the Palestinians have a right for a voice just as much as the Israelis do. The Israelis are initially the invading people of the Palestinians were there first. It's like us with the Indians. The Indians were there first. We start taking their land and kicking them out. These guys, it's been over. I don't know. It started before World War II, before World War I even. So it's like almost 100 years they've been fighting to keep their land, and all the Israelis do is they've created an apartheid state where they're second-class citizens. They're not treated the same. They want them out of there. People say that they're in favor of a two-state solution, and everyone's in favor of a two-state solution except for Israel themselves, who are in direct control of creating the two-state solution because they're way more powerful than the Palestinians, which leads to all these terrorist acts, just like we did during the Civil War. The British were way more powerful than us, and what did we do? Boston Tea Party.
That's Civil War.
Privateer, pirating.
That sounds like 1800.
That was the Independence War.
Not Civil War, but Revolution.
Revolutionary War.
The Revolutionary War. We were the minorities. We were in the minority, and we did terrorist acts to try to get our way. That's what happens when you're being oppressed, and Israel is in control of all that. So to give the Palestinians a voice would be helpful in trying to resolve this conflict. But in the end, Israel's in control of it. They need to agree to a two-state solution and give them some land, equal or whatever. They need land. They were there first, and they need something, and treat them like regular people, and that might stop terrorist acts. Most likely
aren't they not part of the U.S., so should we care?
Who?
Us.
Israel?
They're not part.
No, but because at the end of World War II, the whole NATO thing, we were the part of NATO, and we were the main I guess power in the victorious party or whatever. So we created Israel. It was kind of our mess. We said, yeah, go for it. Yeah, because it was already happening. The Zionists were already oppressing Palestinians the whole time during this, and they just made it official by saying, yep, we give Israel to the Jewish people, and you can make it a Jewish state, and you can return to your lands or whatever. But that was our mistake. So we're paying for that. Literally paying for that mistake because we're doubling down on that mistake by supporting them, even though they're clearly breaking war rules. What's the war rules? What's the
Can't think off the top of my head.
Neither. Anyway, it's an apartheid state now, and it's awful, and Israel is awful, and we keep funding them for weapons and everything because we're doubling down on that mistake. We support Israel no matter what, but they're oppressing the Palestinians, and it needs to stop. It needs to be a two-state solution, and we need to stop funding them.
I feel like that dog right now.
So that's why we care. That's why Israel's in everything, because of the end of World War II.
I mean, I have thoughts. I mean, what if, do you need to be funding Israel? Don't we have better places for that funding to go? What do you think, Ryan?
We always have better places for that money to go, especially our debt.
Okay. Further thoughts? Okay, no.